Hello again. I'm feeling compelled to talk to you guys because I'm finally finding a point in which not doing this has become unbearable. Um, I'm struggling, like not in a crazy way, but I'm struggling a little bit. I am a person who tends to be quite upbeat, quite happy, and smiley. So the state of things of others and what surrounds me affects my well-being, to be honest. Sometimes I feel like for me it's more easy to isolate myself because when I don't get any sorry, it's my English. When I don't get any information from others, I don't absorb their feelings. I spent 2 months in Joshua Tree at the end of 2024. Honestly, they were the best 2 months of the year. It was amazing. I don't know, I just felt balanced. And it worries me a little bit because I don't want to live in isolation, you know? I want to live with someone. And I want to be able to be connecting with people some time of the day, and then some other time of the day being able to focus on my own stuff, so I want to be able to visit my inner world and then be able to connect with the outer world without much difficulties. But the thing is that it's not that way, for me it's very difficult to explore my inner world and for 20 minutes and then be able and ready to go to lunch with others. Like switching tasks is very difficult for me. So I'm not the type of person who is like, well, 10 minutes meditation in the morning, then a coffee, then 20 minutes journaling, then respond to some emails. I mean, I cannot do that many tasks in a given day without being depleted but by the energy that takes from me to transition from one task to the other. So that's why it's very difficult for me to produce consistently results in any given area of my life, being it friendships, work, sports, exercise. Like, it's very difficult for me to picking up habits and work on them consistently for so long, Also, obviously, it doesn't help the fact that I haven't lived in my own place for so many years now. Like, I'm a nomad, and I'm just coming to terms with being a nomad because that's not something I wanted to be, really. I want to have my own place, and I want to have all of my stuff in the same place always, and being able to reach for everything so that I can start my day in a routinely way. But because I change locations so often, so many times per year, I'm constantly living in a permanent state of moving and having everything misplaced or in temporary places, And I know when people say, oh, I'm just moving houses, I'm doing all my moving, right now everything is a mess. It's like, my God, my life is like that, always. I've done so much weird stuff that I hope I'm telling you in the future, living in different type of conditions, but trying to have a regular life. Some people live they live in a nomadic way, but they also work and do everything that way. But me, no. I mean, I was always working kind of regular jobs, but living in a condition that wasn't very regular. So that is exhausting. That is exhausting. And I really wish to be able to change that, but I have no money for that. You know, right now I have no money to buy a piece of land and put there one of those tiny homes that cost like whatever, 5K. I don't have money for that. I also don't know how happy I would be, because that forces a type of, affords isolation. You know, when I was living in Joshua Tree for 2 months, I have a couple of projects that I was working on, like studying, and I loved it because it allowed me for a lot of growth. But at the same time, obviously, it was isolating. I didn't have friends over there, and I didn't have a car. I mean, in Joshua Tree, if you don't have a car, it's complicated. So what I mean by that is I want to work on a middle ground. Yeah, I think for me particularly, I would need a middle ground in terms of work, living condition, money, you know. So yeah, this is like a type of a video journal. I don't know if I'm gonna be showing people or not, because I see it's a little bit disorganized, but I would say it's helping me clarifying my thoughts and organizing my thoughts, and even if it is for that, it's good. I hope I can be creating more content that it's gonna be of use for others. I wish to work on comedy. I wish to work on writing, my video skills, blogging with V. Let's see how it works. Thank you for being there, and Carla Vera TV show will be waiting for you another day. Bye.